It's July 4th, and I have to get this video out, and I'm really excited. So, we're going to talk about the 6 red flags to show that financially your business is in trouble. But, real quick, my name is Cheryl. My business partner, Katrina, and I help small business owners put more of their revenue into their personal account. Because, really, why did you start this business if it wasn't to put more revenue into your personal account? So, that's what we're here for. In today's video, I'm going to give you the 6 red flags that we are constantly seeing or hearing about business owners have when it comes to their financials. And the truth is, if you have these red flags that I'm going to go over that are on my phone, most likely your business isn't on a path of success. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that you can't skyrocket, turn the ship, and get there. But if you have these red flags, you need to flip the script. Okay, so let's just start it off with a bang. The first one, with a bang. That's like a 4th of July reference. Are you going to see fireworks? Anyhow, let's continue. If you own a business and you have not collected a paycheck or you don't know when your next paycheck is going to come, major red flag. Major red flag. We talk about it all the time. If you are in our community over on Instagram at Empowered to Profit or our free Facebook community, time and time again, we talk about if you are not collecting a paycheck, you do not know when you will collect a paycheck, or you're not collecting one that means anything, massive red flag. You need to flip the script because really, how long can you stay in business? No, honestly, ask yourself this. How long can you stay in business if you are not collecting a paycheck? Right? It's not sustainable. Number 2. We know, especially if you are from the USA, no matter what is guaranteed in life? Taxes and death. Let's not get super scary, but taxes are no surprise. Every single year, you have to file your taxes. Every single year, if you make revenue, you have to pay a portion of that to the government. I'm not here to argue whether it's a good or a bad thing. It's just a reality. So if you don't have a portion of your revenue set aside now to pay your tax bill, if taxes were to come today and you couldn't afford the bill, red flag. Massive red flag. A portion of your revenue should be escrowed to pay taxes. Taxes are not a surprise. In fact, it's a planned event. So if you are not managing your business finances where it's a no big deal that you have to pay taxes, major red flag. You need to flip that script. In fact, we've had multiple clients who were able to stay in business because of how we teach you to set aside a portion of your revenue for that tax bill. Taxes should be like a no big deal, just another planned event. No, you don't have to pay us. You just have to do the work. And if you're like, sounds great, but I don't know how to set aside funds or how. We do offer a complete course on how to manage your finances. I will link it down below, or you can get a bunch of free tips, tools, and tricks over in our Facebook group. The key is plan for taxes. It's not a surprise event. Okay. All right. The third red flag, and we look at this oftentimes when someone's requesting a quote from us, but you could do it on your own. We don't need to be any part of the process. Everything we're giving you here, you can manage on your own. Granted, if you want to expedite it, yes, we do have courses. Granted, if you want someone else to do that, yes, we do that too. But you can handle it on your own. And here's one thing. Go into your accounting software. Please tell me you have accounting software. If you own a business, you need accounting software. If your business is a business and not a hobby, you need accounting software. So go into that accounting software. We obsess about QuickBooks Online. It's our favorite. But go into yours, look at your balance sheet. Scroll on down, look at the liability section. Is there any negative numbers? Oh, wait. No, honestly, go look at your balance sheet. Go look at the liability section. If you have a negative number on your balance sheet in the liability section, most likely there's a problem. Most likely there's a problem. And I'm just going to say it's another big red flag. It's one of the first places we look when we are auditing potential clients' QuickBooks accounts. We check out that balance sheet to look for negative items. Spoiler alert, this is not on my list, but it should be. When you're looking at your accounting statements, if you look at an account called undeposited funds, and there's a massive balance in there and you don't know why, Another red flag. Big red flag. Okay, here is another one. In fact, I just saw this on someone who, before we work with anyone, we examine your financials just to see where you're at currently, to make that best recommendation on what you should do moving forward. And if you have sales tax on your profit and loss statement, sales tax is not a business expense. I'm going to say that again. Sales tax is not a business expense. What you're doing is you are holding money that is due to the government. It's not your expense. So if that is represented on your profit and loss statement, major red flag, something is wrong. Warning sign, warning sign. Okay, here's another one. Likewise, as we've talked about, I'm just giving you all the things that we look at with our clients to monitor where they're at compared to where they want to go. So here's another one we really hone in on when we look at profit strategy in planning to grow, scale, or sustain your business is, are your expenses cultivating a result? Let me say that again. Are your expenses cultivating a result? Why do we look at them? If you are spending money and it's not bringing in new sales, keeping your customers, or giving you, the business owner, your time back, what's the point of spending money? So often business owners are like hoping and praying the next expense will get them to where they want to be. I get it. But if you're not willing to step back and evaluate those expenses to see if they're really getting you to where you want to go, if they're really helping you grow, scale, or maintain your business, massive red flag. We had clients before they started working with us, they were spending thousands monthly, thousands of dollars in advertising, but their sales were not growing. So what is the point of spending money on that advertising? Obviously, it's not working for you. And truthfully, the easy thing is just to throw money at it, but throwing money at it is not solving the problem. So take a step back and evaluate. Okay, the last one that I want to talk about that is a massive red flag that we review before we take on any clients. And once again, you don't have to be a client of ours. Evaluate your own books. When was the last time you reconciled your bank account and or your credit cards or your liability accounts? No, honestly, here's why it matters. So often, even if you use that automatic bank feed, quite frankly, especially if you use this automatic bank feed, expenses and or revenue are being missed. The whole point of a reconciliation is compare your accounting software to the bank records and find anomalies. To be quite honest, this is how we have found thousands of dollars of inaccurate charges. You know that old Monopoly saying, like, bank error in your favor? That's a real thing, even in 2022. It happens all the time. And this is where you catch it. Also, it ensures that all your expenses are captured, because you can't write off your expenses on your tax return if they're not captured in your accounting software. And how would you know about it? And why would you miss any opportunity to lower your tax liability? Reconciling your bank accounts, but also your credit cards and your loan accounts are critical. Ensure that you do that. So real quick, I'm going to go over the six red flags. I have them over here. That's what I keep looking at. 1, if you haven't collected a paycheck, red flag. 2, if you can't afford your taxes, if the thought of paying your tax bill is stressful, gives you anxiety, if you are nervous, red flag. You are not managing your business financials correct if you're nervous about taxes. 3rd, if you have a negative balance on your balance sheet, specifically in that liability section, most likely your financials are not correct. You have an error. 4, if you are representing sales tax as a business expense, you would know that because your sales tax is on your P&L. Red flag. 4, if your expenses are not helping you grow, if you haven't evaluated your expenses to ensure that they're helping you grow, sustain your business, red flag. We really need to look in those. So often, another one we find massive, I don't want to say like faults, but a lot of people throw money at like continuing education. I'm going to learn this thing. I'm going to work with this coach, with this mentor, and it's not helping them get to their next level. Oftentimes, those continuing education expenses are not cultivating a result. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, and lastly, if your bank accounts, if your credit cards, and even your loans are not reconciled, the opportunity for error in these financial statements is huge. And I also want to say, if you are working with someone who you pay to manage your finances and they haven't reconciled your accounts, massive red flag. Get a new accountant. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go back and enjoy the 4th of July festivities, and I hope you utilize your finances to help move your business forward. I hope you utilize your business financials to really grow the business, because why be in business if you personally aren't seeing a benefit? Why be in business if this business isn't getting you closer to your hopes and dreams? That's what I want for you.